Today, I want to show you how to make a luxury salad.
I'm your flower. You handle me with care.
Hey, great seeing you today. I'm Sarah Prinsloo, part of the Even Couple, and today I want to show you how to create a luxury salad that you can put to any addition on your dining experience. So right here, I have a radish right from the garden. This is one of our first harvests from the year. And you know, radishes are full of vitamin C and every antioxidant, which is great, and an anti-inflammatory. So all the things in our garden is perfect for your health, and not only for your health, but it's bringing an elevation to your dining experience. So it's very simple. We're gonna use what we grew ourselves. Naphtali planted and sowed, and I planted and sowed as well. And you're going to see today the fruit of our labor and how you can do it at your household too. Right in front of me here, I have a thing called lime balm. It's in the family of the lemon balm. It is delicious to add to steak and salads. The great thing about lemon and lime balm is that it is clinically proven to assist in relaxation, sleeping, and to assist in racing thoughts. So you can actually use this as a tea before you go to bed at night to just give you a relaxing experience. But today, we're gonna add it into our salad. This bed right here has so much in it. We have a mixture of poppies, mustard greens, marigolds, a variety of different things just in this small, I would say 1 by 3 container. And so poppy leaves, when they're small, are also very nutritious. They're high in different vitamins and minerals, as well as antioxidants. So I'm going to clip a few of these. They're also very beautiful for plating. Become very artistic in the way that you plate, just due to the striking variety of their leaves. Now, please be aware that there are certain varieties of poppies that are not recommended to be eaten. So please make sure you do your research before you go ahead and just pick off from a poppy plant. Initially, when these first came up, I was surprised because I don't remember planting these, but they are very sweet, very refreshing tasting. And so it's a great addition to the salad we'll be making today. If you decide to use poppies, just use them in small amounts. Again, as I said, please make sure that you research what species of poppies that you're using. But they're striking, they are beautiful. Look at this flower. It'll be a beautiful addition to the salad as an accent piece. I also have some garlic hidden in here, so I'm just gonna snip a few because they're very thin and they'll be very nice and aesthetic for the salad when they're nice and young. These right here are mustard flowers. They're much sweeter and tender when the leaves are smaller. That's why I chose this patch here, because this was a microgreen mix, so it's much more dense, creating a smaller leaf. Once the mustard greens get larger, their flavor profile changes immensely. It turns into more a horseradish taste. So if you like that, let them grow wild and big. But if you like them more like a lettuce type, keep them small, get them all those small. The most amazing thing about mustard greens, like I said earlier, Naphtali just sowed incredible amounts of seed and they all came out so fruitful. And these leaves are the most nutrient dense of all leafy greens. And so I am currently surrounded by a mixture of wild garlic. We have bachelor buttons, which are edible flowers. And believe it or not, they are also full of antioxidants. And we also have a very small sunflower in the back here, which I'm not going to utilize today. So I'm just going to choose some of the flowers because they are a variety of color. of what will match and fit with the salad. There's some beautiful white ones in here that will complement the poppies very nice. Another quick tip is if you need to do your flowers before an event, before a dining experience, and you don't want them to wilt, what I always suggest doing is putting them inside a airtight container with a napkin inside and place them within the refrigerator so they will remain fresh up until your time of plating. And I think I have enough bachelor buttons here. The entirely last stop that we have is to get everyone's probably most favorite fruit, maybe, is fresh strawberries. These are incredibly sweet, and this is our second year planting. So we have an entire bed here full of strawberries that we will use to our benefit for the salad. It looks like the birds were enjoying themselves. So you're also giving back to nature when you grow a garden. But I will pick through some that have not been touched yet to add to our salad. It's a great one. Just to know, the smaller the strawberries are, oftentimes they can be much sweeter than if you let them get very expanded. But you want them to be soft, but not like super squishy. So I have about 10 strawberries that I will use to cut up, and that'll make a beautiful salad. We are going to work on plating this now. Hey everyone, we are back inside, and right now we are sitting in the Spaces by Creative Culture venue. This space is available for creatives, podcasters, nonprofits, small business owners, large business owners, corporations to come in and produce high quality product to promote what is most important to you and to get the word out about what you are offering the world. So we're going to continue back in to our salad. I have the radish here. I'm going to clean it up. When these radishes are small, the leaves are great. Once they get a little bigger, they do have a little bit of a feathery, spiny type of texture. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. Now I cut the radish in half, and I'm just going to make nice slices, thin slices. Radishes come in all different shapes and sizes, so this one is a white variety with a light pink on the inside. Okay. Now I'm going to cut up the other side. Depending on the aesthetic that you want, you can peel these ahead of time if you just want a complete white variety. Or if you want the little pink on the outside, you just keep it. I'm going to place this off to the side. I'm going to dig through here and remove these bachelor buttons because I want to get to the leaves. These stems are all edible, and I think it's also a beautiful touch to the plate. But I'm going to come down in here and access the poppy leaves. Look at that. That is just so beautiful. You can press it down so it sits beautifully on the plate. I'm going to go through here and look for the most aesthetic and appealing looking ones. This one here is a little broken off. I could always trim it up if needed. You take off the parts that aren't serving the plate. We're just going to place them around beautifully. A smaller one there, and we'll just feed them in. You could even, if you wanted to, if you have a lot of spaces, you can cut along the spine and fill in. This is really about artwork. This is a piece of art. You can think of this as building out or painting out a canvas. That in the opposite direction can fill up the space of the plate. These here are, as a reminder, these are the mustard stems going into the young mustard leaves. The stems are pretty hard, but you can still keep them for aesthetics if you desire to. Now I may go through here and I'm going to patch them in between. Layer them. And you can see every leaf does have a different tone of green. So exactly like painting an image, you want to place them in a way that is complementary. This puppy is a bit darker and this leaf is a little lighter. I think that pairs beautifully. You can even, if you have very small ones, you can put them at the bottom of one accent. And then grab one of your flowers. Good, use a variety. I'm going to trim this off, but just make sure you do not trim off the entire part of the flower bud here when you're dealing with bachelor buttons, because everything will fall apart. We'll just gently place them there. And you can do the same concept with even the radishes. You want to place them at the end here. And because they are so pink, I would pair it with a darker purple color. This white one is very beautiful. It's going to complement the strawberries very beautifully. And just slice the strawberries. Let's just run some down this. And place the white flower in the middle. And then we can do this with every section that we have here. Alternating the strawberries. We have the lime balm and the mustard greens. As I said outside, this is high in antioxidants. Great for removing stress. Very high in vitamin C. Mustard greens have a high level of vitamin K. It's good for your bone health along with many other things. I'll take this piece here and just place it right in the center. And then couple it with a flower. Just swap these around. What I'll do with the lime balm is, as long as if I have a lot of small pieces, or I will make them into small pieces, I can use them as a border around the edges. They're pretty flexible leaf, so they'll just sit nicely. And these are very fragrant. Like I said, these are great for stress relief, to bring relaxation into your life. Then we have these small mustard flowers here. I'm going to carefully pick them off because they're so small. And maybe I'll just place them within the strawberries. I have the garlic in here. You can either chop them very fine, or you could lay them aesthetically within, because they're also very flexible. Let me just place these around the plate. Now for a dressing for this, you can put it on the side or drizzle it over top. I would use a citrus. You could go for an orange, a lemon. You already have the flavors from the lime balm, so just enhancing that citrus flavor. You can maybe add a dash, if you're using orange, you can add a dash of cinnamon, nutmeg, and mix that in with some honey. That will create a great glaze for your salad. Could even use the strawberries if you wanted to, for that would be a more tart, depending on how your strawberries are. Be a sweet or tart addition to the salad. If you wanted to use some of those also for dressing, you can mix it with the honey. It's coming through and stripping off all the stems from the small mustard greens and seeing what else is in here. We have one more mustard flower that we can place in here. You can get very creative. You can add as many flowers or not as much flowers as you want. The lime balm smells wonderful. You could even add this if you're making lemonade. This would be a great addition to lemonade for your meal as well. Just going to add a few more strawberries and then we're practically done. Like I said, you can add dressing, such as mixing honey with different types of fruits, and you can really get creative and where you go from there, whether you want something more warm or more citrusy, more sweet. Depends on your taste profile. That is the great thing about having your own garden, creating your own salads, is you can go any place that you want to go. So I'm pretty satisfied with this. It's like having a garden on your plate. And so I hope that you find this helpful in creating an experience for your family and for your guests. Our goal at New Generation Family is to promote nutrition, health, and wellness, as well as creativity and arts. We recognize that art doesn't just look like one boxed-in thing. We recognize that art is any expression of passion that comes from someone's heart. So I hope that you can take this simple salad that we collected from the garden today, and it will inspire you to do something artistic, inspire you to step out and view what you're eating in front of you tonight, or for lunch, or for breakfast. What can you spin off and what can you use to fuel your body for the journey that you're on? So thank you for watching. I'm Sarah from New Generation Family, and I'm here at the Spaces by Creative Culture location. And I'm so glad that you joined and watched through this video today. I hope it was helpful and valuable to you. If you want to see more content from us as the Even Couple, you can check out our YouTube. We also have Instagram. You can find us on Instagram at Even Couple. You can check out the Creative Culture Spaces on Instagram and just get locked in with us. We'd love to get connected with you on many different capacities. Thank you.